Now what we're going to do is show you an actual example of contour cutting with using Illustrator in this case, but it would be the same if you were using FlexiSign or SignLab, Corel Draw, Illustrator, any of those design programs. We've got a drawing that we've produced here, and I want to zoom up on it here because we've added a contour cut line. You can see that red line is the contour cut line just on the outside of the actual graphic itself. And we've added the registration marks just like we've shown you in examples before. So how do we actually send this out? Well, we're going to go to File and we're going to choose Cutting Master and then Cut Plot. What this will do first is start the Cutting Master software. We're going to go ahead and allow that. If you have a firewall, you need to make sure that you're allowing the Cutting Master program through that to access the drivers and so forth. So you just have to sometimes just do that once, or you can do it as it asks you if your firewall asks you like that. In any case, here we go. It's going to start up the program. Just a moment. Alrighty. There's the Cutting Master 2, and that's actually the driving part of the software. That's the queue, as they call it. I'm going to minimize that. And here's the actual cut plot menu. Now you see everything has been activated. It's all vector graphics, so it thinks you want to cut everything. But we don't want to do that, because you remember we set it up with the layers, so we're going to go to the layers menu here. And what we're going to do is make sure that we cut by layers, and we choose only the kiss cut. That's all there is to it. So that is actually that red line you saw around the Mustang there. So that's the contour cut. Registration marks are on the edge. Make sure your vinyl is lined up in the cutter, the same orientation as you see here, if that's the orientation you used. And you're going to check, make sure registration marks is on, right? And then click Send. Now it says here, load media into the cutter, then position the head over the first mark located at the bottom right-hand corner when facing the cutter. Press OK to start mark detection, or press Cancel to abort the job. So let's go on over to the cutter and let's set all that up. And while that's happening, I'm going to actually click OK, and then we'll come back to this software here. So first it's going to move the, we want to move the knife blade right over that marker, just in between, not on top of the black line, but actually in between that. And then once that's set, we can click OK on the software, and that will start the CE5000 looking for the actual registration marks. You can see how the knife blade is just between those lines. It's not actually over it or in front of it, but between it. Click OK, and it's going to go ahead and look for those registration marks. You'll see an optical light turn on that actually looks for the actual markers. It'll find the first one, then it'll look for the second one, the third and fourth, and so on. And when that finishes, then it will actually cut the kiss cut or the contour cut around the Mustang, and you'll have your finished product. Now if you had multiple copies, this would happen multiple times in this case because of multiple registration marks, or if you just used one set, it would happen once and then do all the cutting. But that's basically all there is to it. It just does the entire process. You can move the vinyl forward then, take your knife blade or whatever it is you're using to remove the contour cut, or simply cut it and use it on your signage. Perfect.